I was 17, 18. I dropped out of school. My big brother just passed. I was going through so much. Lost most of my family. I had no help, nobody, right? A lot of violence, a lot of negativity around me. And I got my first job at Home Depot. I was out the way, right? I had moved to the county. I was out the way. And I didn't want to move out there. I got shipped out there. Like, my mom sent me out to my aunt's house. And then, boom, my aunt was on drugs. Rest in peace to her. You know, God bless her soul. You know, so like a month later, after living there, couple months living there, I got a job. I couldn't finish school. Life was hard, right? And I realized it's the same stuff in the county. I'm like, it's the same stuff out here too. Like, it ain't no different. It's actually like kind of worse because it's like it's way smaller. Like, everybody definitely know everybody in the county. And I'm just like looking and watching. I'm like, wow, like it's crazy. Like, I used to think that only like the big cities was like that. No, it's like that everywhere. And look, man, I was dead broke. I didn't have nobody. I got my first job at Home Depot. I couldn't afford an apartment. I had used my first couple paychecks to get an apartment. I mean, rent a room. I used to rent rooms off people, right? I rented a room off someone that I found on Craigslist. Wanted to go check the joint out, check the room out, like $500 a month. Boom, I stayed there for a little while, and I rented out another room after that. Bad experiences. Like, some people be weird. I was living in these weird behind houses, but I stayed to myself. Stayed down. Always stayed down. Like, never said too much, but I just stayed humble. I stayed down. I stayed patient. I knew it was going to get better. Because sometimes being extra and always trying to fight and always look for the worst in situations and arguing and trying to fight in bad situations, and don't, you know, like, you got to stay down sometimes, man. You got to stay humble, stay down. You know, so I stayed down. I stayed humble in those situations. I paid my bills that I had, right? I got my first car for $400 or $500, right? It was a Buick, old Buick. I had two Buicks. I had a 95 and I had a 94 after that. So those were my first cars. I had the first Buick 95. It was $500, and I got a $400 Buick, $400 for a 94 Buick, right? Them my first cars. I bought them off Craigslist too, off old folks. You know, you can get a nice little old point A to point B car off of Craigslist. And I worked my job at Home Depot. I stayed down. I would watch videos on my off time when everybody else was BSing and everybody else was partying, everybody at the college dorms and stuff like that. Like, I didn't get the opportunity to go to college. Yeah, I wanted to, you know, see what that life was about, but I ain't even get that chance. And I realized, damn, I gotta work harder than others. I don't got help. You know, most of them folks, they got help. I don't got help, so I gotta figure it out. But I always told myself, like, it's not the end of the world, and it can always be worse. Like, I woke up today. It's an underrated blessing that most people don't appreciate, right? So this Home Depot job, I worked for a few years, right? Like, year and a half, 2 years, right? Then after that, I got a construction job, better job, and I just kept going from job to job to job. And then during that process, I learned about credit. I built my credit, built it up. And then I also help people repair and rebuild their credit for free. Join the Discord, hit the link in the bio. Let's get back to the topic though. I built my credit up because when you don't have money, you're doing it the legal way, you're doing it the right way. I know how it is, man. It's hard. So what I had did is I studied credit, and I learned that you can get funding, you can get loans, you can get credit cards, and you can leverage that money, leverage that funding to start a business. So I stayed down. Around this time, I'm 20, 21, I started studying trucking. I was like 20, I started studying trucking. And a lot of people don't realize having a license is an asset. It's one of the easiest assets that you can get, a license. Something that you're supposed to have anyway. You gotta get to point A, point B if there's ever an emergency. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get your groceries. Like, nobody wanna be getting in Ubers with strangers all day. Like, that don't make no sense. Nobody wanna be getting on a bus. Like, you know, that's another thing. People gotta get out that mindset, you know, of being comfortable. You get what I'm saying? Like, get out that mindset of being comfortable. Get out your comfort zone. Like, yeah, driving's crazy, but you're gonna hop in someone else's car and put your life in someone else's hands? You know what I'm saying? Nobody got you like you got yourself. You gotta understand that. Like, the way I got my license too, y'all, is I had to pay someone at Home Depot. I was 18, I paid someone at Home Depot because I didn't have nobody to take me to get my license. So I paid somebody $50. He took me, and I used his car. I failed the first time, rushing through the test like I ain't know. Next thing you know, I studied a little app in the app store, driver's license test app. Studied that, and then I had got my license and passed the second time. And I used the dude car. Now, if you don't got no one's car, you know, that you can use, you know, you can call the DMV up, and they always got like services there. You can rent someone's car for like an hour. And yeah, so just call the DMV. A lot of DMVs have cars that you can rent right outside to take your testing. So I got my license, you know, I moved on to a better job. Fast forward, now I'm 20, I'm studying trucking, right? Had my license for a few years. Now I had found a box truck job, right? I found a box truck job. I was working at therapy office. I lost that job due to COVID. Then after that, I just had a bunch of different jobs, y'all. Long story short, I had a bunch of different jobs. But the last job that I had was working for this party rental company, and I drove their 26-foot box truck to deliver party items. Right, they'll put a bunch of like tables, chairs. People will rent equipment from the party rental place, and then I pick it up and then I drive it off. Pick it up, drive it off. And my goal was to just drive that truck just to get experience. At the time, I didn't know I could just rent a U-Haul, you know, rent a truck from Penske Enterprise and just practice with that. But I got my experience with an actual job. And then now during that process, that's when I had applied for a loan, and then I needed some pay stubs. So I used them pay stubs from their job to get a loan. I didn't know about, at the time I didn't know I could get funding with 0% interest. But I got a loan with 33% interest. It was $14,000, and then I owed $7,000, so it was $21,000 total, and then I got 14 of that. And I leveraged that to start my business. And then the rest is history after that. Like, yeah, I went through struggles. I had these mentors scam me. I was $100,000 in debt my first year, but I went from renting to eventually financing to eventually buying outright to eventually getting a beautiful house. I went from efficiency to a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom to a house. I got beautiful kids. Like, I went through a lot, man. Like, and I always felt like I didn't have family, so I created my own family, you know. Family, a good woman. Shout out to her. And I created my own family, man. And life gets lonely, but you gotta see the end goal. Like, it's not gonna be like that forever. I see a lot of people committing suicide and stuff like that, man. Life get better, man. You gotta keep your head up. Like, mental health is real, I understand it. But we all have a choice. You don't gotta hurt yourself and kill yourself. I get it. I know what it feels like to not be heard. I know what it feels like to not want to be here and feel like giving up. I've been through all those things, man. Like, I went through a lot. Like I said, I didn't have nobody. I was on my own since 18 while everybody else was going to school. And I'm a good kid, man. Like, it's a smack in the face. I never wanted to be in the hood. I didn't think the hood was cool. I just made the best out of my situation. And my actions show I never wanted to be in the hood, because as soon as I got a chance, worked hard, you know, saved my money, you know, built my credit, leveraged my credit, started a business. As soon as I got money to move out the hood, I got right out the hood. You know, when people be preaching and making the hood seem cool, that's because they don't got no mindset and they don't see the bigger picture. Like, that be the problem with people. They think that stuff is cool. That's what get them girls. But them girls that you getting in them neighborhoods, they all ran through. Them girls don't care about you. They gonna move on to the next wannabe. Like, that stuff is corny. Like, being in the hood is not cool, y'all. Like, it's not, you know, trying to be better and make a change in the hood. That's what it's about. Because it's a lot of people out here brainwashing people, but being in the hood is not cool. Like, you know what I mean? I'm mid-20s. Like, yo, y'all, people be 30, 40, 50 still in the hood thinking that's cool, trying to be on the block. Like, yo, that's not cool, man. And if you doing it all right, whatever, you do it, but don't sit there and be trying to put the youngins on that. Like, you not no real OG. A real OG trying to put the youngins on real game. Like, not have them stuck in the hood, trapping for them, and that's the problem. A lot of people think the hood is cool because they got that stuff brainwashed in them. There's more life out here, man. There's more life out here. Like, you can go far in life. You could literally work an Amazon, FedEx job, save your bread. There's plenty of jobs out here. You can literally do Lyft, Uber, and as long as you got a license, they'll give you a car. Like, there's opportunities that 40, 50 years ago, people didn't have. Like, we got it the easiest. People don't realize, like, we have it easier than any other generation. We really do. Everything's right in our face. The problem is, a lot of people just lazy, and they was brainwashed by their elders or by their parents or by their big brothers, their big cousins, and that the hood was put in their head and they was manipulated. But it gets to an age where you can't blame your elders no more. You can't blame your big siblings no more. Like, it's right in your face. You can change your life if you want. If you choose not to, or you choose to be brainwashed and manipulated at this big age, then it's on you at this point. When you young, 18, 19, higher, you might be able to, put a little blame on someone else. But, man, look, you a grown man. Like, you a grown man. You're not a kid. You a grown woman. You're not a kid. Like, so I'm just saying, man, I'm dropping this video to let y'all know that there's more to life, man. Like, and then people be crashing out for people that don't care about you. Like, they say they'll kill for you. How about will they live for you? You get what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you telling them about your plans that, you about to work a job, you about to get out the way. Oh, you ain't about to die for me? You ain't about to go robbing with me? You ain't about to do this? You ain't about to do that? You ain't about to shoot for me? Next thing you know, they trying to get you. A lot of people be scared too. That's why they stay in the hood, because a lot of people be scared. They be thinking the big homie gonna kill them, or thinking they homie gonna kill them. They don't even got real homies around them, and they just manipulate it, and they scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, take that leap of faith, man. Go use your money, go rent a room on Craigslist, go rent a room, go in the county. If you from the city, go to the county. If you in another county, go to a different county. Just get away from your environment. Get away from your environment, right? Go rent you a place, or go rent a room off somebody. Stay down, have respect. Don't be looking for arguments and looking for problems and stuff like that. Look, it's their house. Just stay down, have manners. You get what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say kiss ass, but just stay down, stay humble. People go and try to argue, man, you gotta see the bigger picture. Don't crash out. Put your ego to the side and stay down. Stay down. Right? Get you a little Amazon, FedEx job, right? Boom, work all the overtime. Get you a storage unit too, $100. Get you a storage unit, because never trust your stuff in someone else's house. $100 storage unit, $400 or $500, rent a room until you can afford an efficiency for $800, $900, and then level up to a 1-bedroom for $1,200, $1,300, $1,100. Get you a 2-bedroom, $1,400, $1,500. You know what I'm saying? And work on your business throughout through the process. Use that 2nd bedroom for your business. Use that 1-bedroom for you and your kids if you have any. Like, man, look, it's a way to do things. And I did this. I went from efficiency with an eviction notice on the door to a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom house. Got a house now. Thank God I got a house now. I own a house. I'm a homeowner. You get what I'm saying? Like, and then I also teach people how to make money too. I teach people how to start a trucking business and make 6 figures net. You can net 6 figures. You can net 125 to 150,000 if you're the owner operator. If you got a driver, obviously you're gonna net less. You gotta pay a driver. You can make a lot of money though. I teach people how to repair and rebuild their credit free. I teach that for free in my Discord. Like, if you hop in there and you show your credit report, I'll tell you exactly what to do. Like, make a lot of money, man. It's a lot of money to be made out here, man. You can change your life. You just got to get around the right people. You know what I'm saying? And when you get in these different environments, you're going to start to be around people that value themselves. Like me, I value my time. I value myself. Like, you're going to get around people that know their worth. That know what they bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? And don't get uncomfortable in them rooms. Invest in yourself to get around these people. Pay for them mentors. Pay for them consultations. Pay for them calls. Lock in with them people. Because at the point I'm locked in with people that will charge you $10,000 for a call. I'm trying to get locked in with big CEOs that charge $100,000 for their mentorship, $1 million for their mentorship, but I don't look at it like, dang, that's a lot of money. I look at it, the value that I can get from it. If I'm paying $1 million for this mentorship from this big real estate guy that shows proof to everything, that means I'll be able to make 10, 20, 30 million. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you got to see the bigger picture, man. I got mentorship too. Mine's is $5,000. I teach people how to make that back in literally 2 weeks. You get out there, you gross $5,000. You're going to have weeks where you do 8, 9, 10,000. You're going to net 70%. If it's your truck, if it's a rental, you're going to net like 50, 60. Now, if it ain't me teaching you, I can't guarantee nothing to you. But I'm going to tell you like this. You won't get rich overnight. This ain't a get rich quick scheme, but trucking can change your life. You know what I'm saying? Trucking can get you money right away. Get out there, get money right away, and you can get paid next day. Every time you drop a load, you get paid next day with a factoring company. All the information is in my bio. Click the Linktree link. But I'm just saying, and you use that trucking money to invest in crypto, invest in stocks, do your clothing line, do all your side hustles that you want to do. But trucking could get you that good money, and there's a lot of opportunity in trucking. So look, I'm just motivating y'all right now, man. There's more life though, man. So if you down, you struggling, it don't matter what age you is, man. It's about what you about to do from this day forward. It's about what you're about to do. It's about what you're going to do from this day forward. So, you know, share this video, like this video, comment. It helps the algorithm. And there's someone out there that needs to hear this, man. There's someone out there crashing out. Stop crashing out, man. And people don't care about you. Stop getting angry so easily. That's a weak trait. And look, to my guys out there and my women that don't have fathers or only got one parent, I know, man, it's not easy. To my people that don't got parents and we just teaching ourselves, you're hearing it from me. Like, patience. Be patient, man. It gets better. Create the family that you want one day. Don't rush. Take your time. Until you find a good partner. Value yourself. Don't be giving yourself out to everybody. Value yourself. Because it might be cool. You might think it's cool you might think it's cool now, but later, when you start to value yourself, you're going to think that stuff is disgusting. You know, don't beat yourself down about the past neither. Like, you can't change that. You only can change from this day forward. You watching this video now, you only can change what you're going to do from this day forward. But there's more life out here, man. Like, you know, you just got to see the bigger picture. So, don't crash out for them people, man. You know, live for them. Distance yourself. There's nothing wrong with distancing yourself, loving yourself, focusing on yourself, and helping yourself, because you can't help nobody else if you don't help yourself. And next thing you know, every time you need help, ain't nobody there for you. Or people there for you, but they giving you the wrong info and having you doing the wrong things. And you thinking that's love, you thinking they care for you, man. Real love, people going to teach you how to be great. They want to see you get put on game. They want to see you live. They want to see you have a family. They want to see you go far in life. You get what I'm saying? And we're not going to sit there and make excuses and say, oh, we wasn't taught this. That's an excuse. I wasn't taught this neither. I just learned. Went through all the trials and tribulations. Went through so much. I ain't going to say I've been through it all, because nobody been through it all. A lot of people say that, man. Ain't nobody been through it all. We've been through a lot. Ain't been through it all. Could always be worse. Trust me. Can always be worse. Stay humble. Always stay humble. Forever humble. You hear me? I'm about to end this video, y'all. I'm done going on my rant. Just want to see y'all win. So share this video to the next person so they can see this. And look, man, it's coming from someone that just lost his big sister, lost my big brother, both my big siblings, man. Two of the most important people. They're not here. They're not here to see my kids. My son be sitting there looking at the picture frame. Uncle Griff out looking over us. You know, I love Uncle Griff. He's looking at the sky, talking to his uncle and his aunt. You know, but just gotta find the best and the positives in every situation. Like, Dad left when I was young. All my uncles passed. All my grandparents passed. All my aunts passed. I don't have no aunt, no grandparent, no uncle that's living. My old bloodline damn near passed. You feel me? That mom's, God bless her, she always did me wrong since I was young. Like, how to figure it out. And it's hard when you're trying to do it the legal way. I understand that. It's hard. It's hard. But it feels 10 times better when you get to the end. So don't go selling your soul or selling yourself short for nobody. You get what I'm saying? Because it gets greater later. Especially having people like me on social media, you know? Having people like me that's giving you real, genuine advice. Like, yeah, I got my services that I sell, but I take time out my day to drop these videos for free. And I give a lot of game out for free because I want to see people win. But it's like, you got to value yourself when you get up in life. You know, you only got so much time. And you got to value that. If it's time that's taken from your businesses that pay you. You get what I'm saying? Like, you got to charge. Now, if you bump into someone out in public, it's none but love. Like, we out in public, like, how you doing? Like, chop it up, put you on some game real quick. But you got to value yourself, though. You get what I'm saying? You got to value yourself. You got to know your worth. And you just keep going up. When you go to my YouTube channel from the beginning, box truck in, started in a rental with nothing, $0. Got a loan, leveraged it, never looked back. And I showed my journey back when it was bad. And eventually I started figuring it out. My first mentorship was for $500. Years later, now we at 5,000. Eventually it's gonna go to 10, 20, because if I'm making all this money in these other businesses, you know, the price gotta go up. I'm teaching people how to get rich. You get what I'm saying? I'm locked in with these people every day in, day out, making sure they good, game planning with them so they can have a successful business. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's not many people out there like that. Don't look at the price. Don't look at the price. Look at what it could do for you. Look at how it could change your life. Think long term. And that's a lot of people's problem. In life in general, people always think short term. Think long term. Be patient. Stay humble. It's all going to fall into place. If you believe in yourself, you can achieve anything. God bless you all.